Futures trading is risky and can result in substantial financial loss.
So, let's just make sure the omnis are right. Red omni comes up.
Bob, you have that production list?
Got it, man.
All right.
NASDAQ comes up green. Boy, I tell you what, this is the best omni flip coin I've ever had so far. This one seems to be right more than the last one was. And the other one's green. All right, now one more for good luck. Is S&P going up or down tomorrow? Going up. See what happens. All right, let's do the video, guys. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, traders from across the globe. Welcome to Short-Term Trading Live with Oscar. We are the short-term traders with the long-term plan. All right, you guys, we got some trades set up for tomorrow. It looks like down gold, up S&P, up NASDAQ. Well, I have a couple of charts to show you, some reasoning behind why we think this will be the case. So not that we just have Omni, we got some charts on top of it. I'm going to get to those charts in a moment. I'll show them to you, and then we'll look at the Omnis for the day. Hey, today we had a $10 winner or 10-cent winner in the wheat. We had just about break even in the S&P, considering where we got in again, and where we took them back. That depends upon where you placed your stops and where you got out and how quickly you got the flash updates. And again, with these flash updates, guys, this format change is coming, and it's coming very shortly, like likely by Monday. Today, some of you guys called me and sent me emails and said, hey, Oscar, by the time I got that flash update, the market was $2 to $3 away. Well, you know what, guys? It moves so fast. As I'm typing, sometimes that thing's going in the other direction. So there's not much that we could do about that at this point. But my boys have come up with some ideas. I've come up with some ideas. And I think we'll work out a way where you guys can still hear what I have to say. But that's a couple of days from now, a week from now. We'll get back into that. But remember, guys, there will be a format change. And then I've already come up with some ideas on how we can also still participate in those levels without the whole world being in our pocket, so to speak. In other words, the way it's starting to work out now, we got a lot of Omniacs following us, and that's a great thing. However, there's a lot of Omniacs who don't tell us they're Omniacs that are following us, and that's not such a good thing, because when I tell my crowd, hey guys, let's put a stop here, turns out there's a few thousand more people that listen to that, and some of them put orders in where we do. It's getting a little tricky. You guys have seen that with some of my flash updates and some of the way the market's moving. You know, there are people who have access to see the book. I'm not saying people run stops by any means, but a lot of people are trading with us. So I think to not give out these exact levels will help us, and then through flash updates like that, we'll figure out what we're going to do. So these are just plans, guys. You know I do everything with you. I'm not planning anything that I haven't discussed every night on the video, and I'm still planning it now, so I'm throwing the ideas out at you guys with the hopes that you'll send back some ideas to me. Shoot them back to me in emails. I give you the address every day. It's oscar@futuresanalyst.com. Come to my site. Come into the forums, guys, because the format change is coming very, very shortly. So go to my site, www.livewithoscar.com. Come into my forum rooms and give me your suggestions, because I'll tell you right now, it's going to happen in the next couple of days. So give me your suggestions on the format change, and I'll take everything into consideration before we let that rock and roll. Okay, let's look at some charts, and I'll come right back to you. Okay, here's a chart. It's a chart of the NASDAQ market. The NASDAQ has the 3-day and out rule. I've showed this to you guys before, but I think we're in the throes of one now, so I'll show it to you one more time. And generally, it works like this. Make a new high. No follow through to a new high the next day. 1, 2, 3 days down. On the third day, you become a buyer. Again, we put in a new high. No follow through. Down day 1, down day 2, down day 3. You've become a buyer. Put in a new high. Down day 1, down day 2, on down day 3, you became a buyer. It happens over and over. So here we are now. We made a new high. We had down day 1, down day 2, down day 3 was today, and it rallied, right? Why shouldn't we be buyers? I'm going with it. I say tomorrow we go higher. I'll give you some Omni numbers with that in a moment to show you why. I'll show this to you again on an S&P chart next. Here we go again in the S&P. You make a new contract high, day 1, day 2, on day 3, you've become a buyer. We made a new contract high, no follow through. Down day 1, down day 2, on day 3, you've become a buyer. Again, we make a contract high, down day 1, down day 2, down day 3, but here we are, down day 4. But you know, you really can't look at it that way, because we just about kissed those highs 2 days ago. So down day 1, down day 2, here comes down day 3. I say we're a buyer once again. The NASDAQ leads the way. The S&P is still in down day 2. This should be the buy day, day 3. So that's the difference between S&P and NASDAQ. NASDAQ leads the way, so S&P should be following the NASDAQ on Friday. That's what I'm looking for. The third market will be trading tomorrow. In fact, have your orders in now because gold is very close to its entry point, is the gold market. If you recall, I showed you in the past how the gold revolves around this 200-day moving average. It always has a big move if it gets under it, or a big move if it gets over it, or it holds and runs right back up again every time. Well, we've gotten under it and started jerking around a little and got over it, and we have settled below it again. We were actually long the last 2 days hoping to catch some of this upside. It put in what's almost a perfect mirror image, and now it's got some downside. Ouch! Looks to me like the gold's going to hit the bottom tomorrow. Let's see what happens. Just about qualified mirror image there. I'd say we will qualify it. If you guys look at the chart, you'll see what I mean. Then we opened, dropped, closed lower. Boom, that gives us leg 3. We should go lower, and we're below the 200-day moving average. There's a few reasons why now the gold should head down. So get yourself short the gold for tomorrow. So, you've seen the charts. There's the 3 charts to the corresponding 3 markets behind me. Let's give this a whirl for tomorrow. Friday, 6/22/07. Right now we are at 11:20 p.m. Omnis came out early, so I got to do a video early. And let's see what we got. The S&P, the ESU7, SPU7 mini and large for tomorrow. Omni support comes in at 1529 to 1528. Place your orders MIT market if touched. Right now we're trading about 1534, 1533 and a half. So if we come off, we're going to get long. Omni turns neutral if we get below 1518. 10-point stop needed for tomorrow. You've seen the volatility lately. Don't put your stops in where you're just going to get tagged. Omni's profit objective is 1550. Nice trade if we get it. We're buying 29s. We're looking for a possible 1550. Or be out MOC, which is 4:15 Eastern Daylight Savings. All right. Omni's going up. We're going up in the NASDAQ, baby. ENU7 and the NQU7. Mini and large. Omni supporting the NASDAQ 1957 to 1956. Currently trading around 1963.4. So get your orders in. Omni turns neutral if we get below 1944. Omni's profit objective, 1984. Did you hear? That's right, 1984. Who knows, right? That's what the charts are calling for. 1984. Hey, Oscar's on drugs tonight, isn't he? So, on the way up, you should see some resistance at 1976 or be out MOC, which is 4:15 Eastern Daylight Savings. Again, the analysis is calling for a big day up. Let's see what happens. I'm going with it. Now the gold. You saw the chart. You saw the 200-day moving average. I showed that to you when it was a little bullish. And there's an almost qualifiable mirror image building right there in the last 3 days in the August gold daily bar. So take a look at that and you'll get some reasoning, including the 200-day moving average and some indicators and the Omni. Guess gold's going down tomorrow, right? Omni's resistance 655 to 656. We're trading 654.80 right now. Get your orders in. Omni turns neutral if we get above 660.60. 660.60. Omni's profit objective on the downside 645 to 643. Or be out by the close of the pick trading session, which I believe is 125 to 1:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight. So again, we're going to get short the gold, 655 area. We're going to look to place stops above 660.60. Now place them above 660.60, not right at the number. Omni's profit objective 45 to 43. Or be out by the end of the pitch session. I hope we get it. I wish you guys good luck. As you know, I'm here to help you guys bridge the gap. You know, it sounds so easy, right? Oh, place orders. Let's get long at 1529. But you got to grab your computer. You got to type them into your whatever clearing firm you're using. You got to type them in with whatever platform you're using. You got to get it right. You have to know you put it in right. You got to keep your emotions down. You have to make sure that you're on the right side of the market. Then the market starts to move and you got to get yourself out. You got to make sure that you're selling if you were a buyer. Hey, that's not an easy thing to do. And I know for years, especially for the older crowd, we always had the floor to call. You guys would call me on the floor. Hey, Oscar, what do I do? What do I think? And I'd get a customer that would say, oh, Oscar, I'm long 20. Can you buy me out? And I would know instinctively, hey, you're long 20. What you need for me to do is sell. Well, you know what? If you're sitting in your living room now in that same mentality and you don't have a guy like me to call, you might buy 10 more getting yourself out, 20 more. So what do you do there? That's the purpose of my show, mainly to bridge the gap for you guys, to help you learn this, to help you learn technique, to invite you into my Omni Academy where our crowd is, where we sit in the forums and we teach each other trading techniques. It's all about learning, and you guys with the letters that you've been sending in, I tell you this every night, but I get more and more letters every day. Thank you so much, you guys out there, my Omniacs, the newcomers, you traders. Thank you so much for these letters. I really appreciate your support. Keep those letters coming in. Send them all day. Send them all night. Call me if you'd like. 718-351-2266. I love to speak to you guys on the phone about trading. I've spoken to so many really great people about trading since I've started this. So, guys, I'm here. Get in touch with me. Let me know what's going on. Okay, do your homework. I tell you this all the time. Always do your homework. Do not just take anybody's recommendation, no matter how much you have respect for them or believe in their indicator. Do your homework before you take their advice. It's the best advice I can give you. Of course, always place your stops first. I've told you this 1,000 times. I'll tell you this all the time. Place your stops first. In fact, I read a letter 2 days ago. If you watch a video from 2 days ago, and it'll tell you, was that last night or 2 days ago?
That was last night.
Last night's video. And I read a letter from a guy who said, Oscar, in February when we had that big drop, you saved my account by having me place my stops first. Bravo once again. That was one of the best letters I've ever seen. All right. So, place your stops first. You read it. If you watched that video, you heard it. That's that. There's nothing else that can be said about it. It happened right before your eyes, or at least on the video. All right. Last but not least, the webinar room has been set up. The site is just about retooled completely now. I will keep you informed on the schedule. It is coming very shortly, so get prepared. I got some great ideas. I'm going to turn this into Oscar's cable in the classroom, and you guys are going to dig it. I got some great ideas. So make sure you come to my webinars when we finally have the listing out there of the times and dates. All right, ladies and gentlemen, good luck trading tomorrow. Keep your emotions out of this thing. Hey, you know I fool around, I kid around, I yell, stops are in, emotions are out. But you know what? When I trade, my emotions are out. And you guys got to be the same way. Keep those emotions out. And when they come in, go play the drums. That's what I do. Anyway, good luck tomorrow once again. And don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, I tell you to say this every day when you're going to place orders. Say it every night. Say it in your dreams. It will help you. And that is, stops are in. Emotions are out!
Futures trading is risky and can cause substantial financial loss. We do not claim or guarantee that you will profit from the information provided. That being said, I am a 24-year seasoned trader on and off the floors. This is how I've made my living for many, many years. Good luck trading.